Big money and big name movement dominate today's room, with Tottenham suddenly in the middle of several headline chases. There's also fresh pressure around Arsenal's targets, plus a few deals that are already being talked about as done or close to done. And as ever, the fee sheets are doing plenty of the talking too, with numbers ranging from free transfers to eye-watering 9-figure packages. Let's start with the done deals. Tottenham are poised to break their transfer record for Matheus Fernandes, with reports from The Guardian and BBC Sport saying a deal has been agreed for £85 million. The same reporting says Manchester United were beaten to the signing, and that Fernandes is due to have a medical before the move is completed. That's as advanced as it gets without the final paperwork being signed off. On this one, the evidence points to a deal effectively done. BBC Sport report that AC Milan have signed Goncalo Ramos from Paris Saint-Germain for a club record fee of about £60 million. That is a completed move in the reporting, not just speculation, and the wording is as strong as you'll get in a transfer roundup. PSG are the selling club, Milan are the destination, and the fee is clearly stated. This one looks finished. Now, the hot rumours. Brentford are in talks to sign Callum Wilson on a free transfer, with West Ham now out of the picture after his contract expired at the end of last season. The Athletic say the discussions are live, and that alone makes this a much more advanced story than simple interest. There's no transfer fee because it's a free, but the key detail is that Brentford are actively working on it. If the talks continue in the same direction, this could move quickly. BEŞIKTAŞ have reportedly agreed a fee with Arsenal for Leandro Trossard, with SPURS putting the deal at $23 million, which is about €20 million or £17 million. The remaining step is down to Trossard himself, who now has to decide whether to accept the move. That means the clubs are aligned, but the player side is still open. So this is advanced, but not yet fully over the line. Sandro Tonali is suddenly one of the day's busiest stories. Team talk say Tottenham have agreed personal terms and are ready to pay about £100 million, while Luke Edwards adds that Tonali would still prefer Arsenal or Manchester City. Chronicle Live also say City have joined the race, which keeps this very much alive. So the deal is advanced with Spurs, but the player's preference and City's entry make it far from straightforward. Real Madrid are said to be pushing for William Saliba, with Fitches reporting that talks have already been held. Arsenal, though, are refusing to negotiate for anything below €171 million, which they also put at €150 million or £129 million. That's a massive valuation and a sign the Gunners are not inviting a quick deal. So this is definitely active, but the price point suggests serious resistance from Arsenal. And finally, the one still on the radar. Arsenal are being linked with Bruno Guimaraes, and the Athletic say there shouldn't be any problem over personal terms if things ever get that far. But the same report is clear that Newcastle United are still adamant they will not entertain an exit. So this is very much a question of interest versus resistance, not a live negotiation. For now, the strongest line is that Newcastle are holding firm. On Aurelien Tchouameni, the Athletic say Real Madrid are looking to move a midfielder on, and with Eduardo Camavinga refusing to leave, they're now open to offers for the Man United target. That keeps Manchester United in the picture, but it reads as an opening rather than a breakthrough. There's no fee attached here yet, just a shift in Madrid's stance. So this one is more about opportunity than progress right now. Bradley Barcola is another huge one. Paris Saint-Germain are said to value him at more than £116 million, and they're still maintaining that he does not need to be sold. Liverpool and Arsenal are both named as interested clubs, but the fee alone shows how difficult this would be. The Athletic's reporting suggests PSG are not under pressure to move him on. At the moment, this looks like elite-level interest, not a deal in motion. BOUADDI is attracting a growing crowd of suitors, with Manchester City, Manchester United, Bayern Munich and Arsenal all now named by the Mail and Daily Mail. Lille want at least £70 million and, importantly, they also want to keep him on loan next season. That loan demand tells you they are not in a hurry to lose him. For now, this is big club interest at a very expensive price point. Barcelona are being linked with Julian Alvarez, and Mundo Deportivo say they are prepared to offer Alejandro Balde and Marc Casado to try to soften the approach. But Atletico Madrid do not want to sell and have made clear they would only consider cash offers. That makes the structure of the rumour pretty clear. Barcelona are testing the water, Atletico are refusing to play along. At this stage, it sounds more like a proposal than a negotiation. Morgan Rogers is being described by Fitches as Arsenal's top priority, and they say the Gunners are ready to make an offer close to £130 million. That is a huge number, but it is still framed as a proposed bid rather than a confirmed move. Aston Villa are the club in possession of the player, and Arsenal are the side pushing hardest in the report. It's a bold link, but still early compared with the more advanced stories today. If you want the daily transfer noise stripped back to the real story, make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you in the next signing room with the latest as it lands.